We've got this call on SEN. It is round 25, kicking off at the 9th wonder of the world. Leichhardt Oval, the West Tigers take on the Seagulls. The big team news, Junior Tupu is back, and Solomon Alamalo in for Dewey and Laulii. Tolu Kola comes back. Now, the question here I have, an injured Tommy Talau, Brian, who has been awesome.
Yeah.
But Lehigh Hopewadi...
Just as good.
Just got to be there.
Yep.
So is this now their ultimate back line?
Oh, Tommy's got to be there as well somewhere. I know. Well, I don't think Kohler is 100%. He had that knee injury and he's back, but yep. I don't think he's 100%.
But if this was finals this week and they were all available,
I think you got to have. I know Lehigh's been having a storm of a year, but you got to have Tommy Talau in there.
Yeah.
Big body.
Does the goal kicking save Garrick?
Yes.
Saves him.
Saves him. So, who would you go with?
Oh, I don't know the answer to that.
I'm holding it.
Yeah,
I'm holding a tinfoil to your head.
Which is what, by the way?
Well, it's to stop airwaves
and government getting into your head and that sort of thing. So that's the conspiracy theories. Seagulls have won 6 in a row against the West Tigers, and Daly Cherry Evans has scored 11 tries in his past 11 games. For the West Tigers, they are a win behind Parramatta, and their for and against is far inferior. However, they've got a Marcus bye coming up after this.
Yes.
So there's guaranteed 2 points to let them join Parramatta, unless Parramatta win games in between. They've got the Broncos this week. And then all roads lead to... Spoon Bowl.
We had a caller yesterday.
Can you rest players for a Spoon Bowl?
We had a text yesterday saying you've heard it here first, DC out, Humphrey's in.
I did hear that.
Did you hear that?
I did hear that.
Did you hear that on our airwaves?
I did, yes, I did actually.
So sometimes we fib a little bit.
Yeah, but sometimes it's on the money, Brian. I'll tell you what, it's a 7:50 p.m. game, as I said, live on SEN. What's the go? What's the go here? Luke Brooks is a story, and you brought that up. Oh, there he is, the Paps. Tommy Papley, who they're on their way to finals too, if you don't mind.
Minor premiers.
Yeah. Actually, can we get him in? I want to ask him one question about my finals thing.
Go on, Brooks.
Tommy Papley, I need to ask you one question.
Get the Pap.
We'll try and get him back in.
Get the Pap
I'm going to ask you one question. I've got one question. I want to sell my finals idea to him, Brian.
Okay.
I want to sell that
He's
to
your
him.
man.
He's my man because they can do exactly the same thing in AFL, and they are running first. So here he is. I think he's going to like this question. Tommy Papley, who we're just he's got the world's biggest laptop too, by the way, ladies and gentlemen.
Boys, how are we? That's full of.
Tommy, hello, mate.
What's going on?
Thomas, when are you back?
I'm back. First final.
Have you been playing golf?
I can't because of my ankle.
Yeah.
Okay, first final. That's a great answer.
Why are you winking?
I want to sell this to you. So we have the identical finals format to your good selves.
Yep.
Where 1 plays 4, 2 plays 3. Now, as it shapes up, though, you guys or the Melbourne Storm, the knockout prelim game, you're going to play the team who's running third, who arguably have had a better season than the team who's ran fourth. So my theory is, with rugby league, with injury...
That's over my head. But
It's gone already.
Injury, HIA suspension.
Sugar has just jumped codes and it's confused everyone again.
Injury, HIA suspension, etc. How do you think it would go down where you don't default to third or fourth? You get to choose. As minor premiers, you get to choose who you want to play in week 1. So, for example, you're taking on currently the Geelong Cats, but you find out there's a heap of injuries for the Giants. Don't you want to take them then and there instead of an elimination prelim?
I reckon I just want to play the Giants in a final. It'll be good fun. I reckon big rivalry, New South Wales footy, be pumping.
Perhaps, don't you reckon that would give the opposition, just so you picked 4, you picked Geelong, wouldn't that give them motivation? So you go, they don't rate us. Look at these blokes.
It's a good question though, isn't it? It's a good topic.
It is a good topic.
It is. It's with the AFL now though, it's so even.
Yeah.
I reckon seriously, anyone in the finals could get it done. This is a funny season this year in the AFL.
But hypothetically, who's the Giants' best player?
Toby Green.
Toby Green. If Toby Green was suspended week 1 of the finals, there'd be a temptation for the Swans to take him on then and there, wouldn't there?
Yeah.
Do you agree with that?
Yeah, I agree with that, yeah.
Yep, so there you go.
You know what? Rats asked about talking about this. Perhaps give me a tip Saturday. What have you got?
Saturday.
You got anything?
I haven't looked yet Saturday. I had a few winners today. I was a fill-up on the Wednesday truck side today.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You got anything coming up? What are you really gambling with?
I've got always responsible.
Yeah, always.
Futures tip.
Yeah, hit me. That'll do me.
Cafe Millennium in the Epsom. It'll be big odds. Tried very nicely the other day. And Growing Empire in the Coolmore.
Oh,
Okay.
really?
So keep
Are
an
you
eye on
allowed to
them.
bet on the rugby league?
Yep.
You are?
No
Okay.
AFL though.
No, obviously. But,
No.
Brian,
Don't-
let me
get
ask
out
you
of here.
this. The over-under mark on the Warriors' points, are they honestly going to score more than 18.5 against the Dogs?
No.
Are they going to score 4 tries against the Dogs?
No.
You're welcome.
There you go.
What are you really gambling with, Tommy?
Early Crow podcast as well. If you want to get on
Oh.
Beautiful.
Early Crow podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah, good.
NRL, we do the NRL. We do like a bit of a line betting each week.
Who's your NRL expert?
Well, it's like you get mates in. We've got actually, Kingsley Bartholomew.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah, he's very sharp.
He's sharp. So
Yeah.
he's in there. He's winning. He's going to win it.
Well, he's a
But,
percentage man.
Yeah. Mick Ryan. I don't know. He's an NRL punter as well. And then we've got a few other my mates, and we're just down the list. But it's
But
good
your
fun.
ankle's sweet.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I'll be ready to go.
Did you get an op?
No op. Just my inside. So it was all right. Bit of the medial and some other thing. I don't know what it's called, but I can't say it, so I don't try to say it.
No. Well, we've missed you. We've missed you out there at the cricket ground.
Sometimes the best gifts come badly wrapped.
He's gonna
He's
come
freshening
flying
up.
Yeah.
He's doing a Nathan Cleary.
Yeah. How is he going? Is he? What's the story there?
He'll be back same week as you, by the
Yeah.
sounds of it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's also engaged.
really. So am I recently.
There you go. See? The
Yeah.
worlds are aligned.
Well done, Tommy.
I just
well
made that
done.
up about Nathan, but I got that out of you, didn't I, perhaps?
Just send the invoice to Brooksy, please, Tommy Papley. But all the best for the Swans.
Cheers, boys.
You sit in first, and if we can get our way, you'll get to choose who you're playing.
Take
week
your
one of
giant
the finals.
take your giant laptop.
Have a look
It
at
is
it.
massive.
Yeah, it's good. Fits everything on there.
Why is it
Everything
so?
you need.
Why
Yeah.
is it so thick?
I don't know, heaps of storage.
Good on you, Tommy. Thank you very much. Go the Swannies. A little impromptu chat,
Paps.
Tommy Papley. What
See
a
you,
what a
brother.
great champion player he is. So we get back to the rugby league preview, Brian.
Hang on, Lundy, you're spot on. Lundy.
Yeah, I know.
Sugar, you're losing him.
I chose the wrong
Tell him
mark.
about the Baseball Hall of Fame. That'll get him back.
You know what happened? I've called up a witness to try and benefit my case, and it's backfired in the stand. Anyway, doesn't
Now,
matter.
I do like it, but don't you really think that that gives the team the motivation?
But the theatre, the sponsorship, the theatre, half an hour show, it'd be cracking.
Yeah.
And Fifth could do the same thing.
Okay.
Injuries, HIA suspension.
Have we
It's
gone off
a-
the wild card? Or
No,
you're still a fan of the wild
No,
card?
I'm a fan of the wild card, actually.
You've sort of dropped off that.
But anyway, we're dropping off these ideas. One's enough for the day. Warriors take on the Bulldogs, Sean Johnson Stadium. This one's live on SEN as well. We think, and Scope had the same idea, we think he could drop the mic after this one. If they were to win the game, Sean Johnson, that is, take on the Bulldogs, which is a big if, the way they're defending at the moment. Wade Egan is back from the elbow injury. And not forgetting last time they played, it was 12-all before Matty Burton flew into the rescue. Dallin Waitenis Lesniak needs 2 tries for a century. So what about that? 100 tries he'll just about have. And speaking about 100, Matt Burton makes his 100th NRL appearance, Brian.
He's flying at the moment. That left side, ooh, Kickow, Bronson,
Yeah,
the Fox, sharp, very, very sharp.
And
I
a
think
lot of them have played in big games too. Like you think about Birdo's been in grand
Yep.
finals, won them. Crichton the same. Reid Marnie's been in grand finals. The Fox has been in grand finals. There's a lot of experience
it's all
there.
coming up, dog,
It is.
isn't it?
Yep.
Bounty are.
Okay. Broncos take on the Eels. Now, they've had a massive month, Parramatta. You think about, and they have been sort of quite valiant in their endeavours. However, they've played the Roosters, the Storm, the Panthers. They have a
Yeah.
win wedged between that against the Warriors, but that was in New Zealand. Now you're back on the road again. I think the Broncos win this safely.
Okay, yeah. You think they have been really putting in the wet track too?
Yep.
That wet track, heavy legs. So I'm with you. I think the Bronx.
Tristan Saylor in at fullback. Selwyn Cobbo returns. Micah Sivo and Kelma Tulangi, they're going to both start the match. So that's how that's shaping up. For a good stat, Blaze Tulangi scored 11 tries in his debut season so far. He just keeps finding a way. Blaze, he's on his way to the Penrith Panthers, of course, for next year. With the Parramatta Eels next year, only 2 players are signed on until 2027. That's Zach Lomax and Bailey Simons. So it's a clean sheet for Jason Riles to attack. Junior Paulo and Mitch Moses signed until the end of 2026. What sort of big job does he have in front of him? What's a par score?
With this side,
Somebody asked me today, get him on side. They said,
he's got to make the 8.
I think it was Dan Ganane. He said, if Mitchell Moses and Dylan Brown were the halves for Newcastle, where are they in this competition? They'd be right up there, wouldn't they?
Well, Newcastle can't score. They can't score at all. Yeah, it's similar sort of. Don't you think it's very similar?
The other thing he asked,
similar sort of squads.
he said, would you be tempted, Canterbury, to have a home final at Belmore? Would you be tempted for that? Keeping in mind it's a huge home ground advantage, but you would be shutting out a shite load of people from Accor.
Yeah. If they did say they play the Dragons.
Yeah.
Just so that, I don't think the NRL wouldn't allow it. Not after all the hullabaloo we had against the Dragons when they played it.
Yeah.
Was that at Jubilee?
I think it was at Cogra.
Yeah.
But so the argument for them could be, well, Sharks are playing in front of 12,000. Penrith play it there, but they would probably say, but your primary home ground has been Accor all year.
Yeah, they could get out of that.
That's what they'd say, wouldn't they? I think.
If you're a Bulldog fan, if you're a Bulldog player, every day.
You want to be at Belmore?
100% you would.
But the other upside, though, is that you get to play in front of a massive crowd at the venue where the grand final is.
Don't care.
Don't care?
Don't care.
So as a player, take me to Belmore.
Take me to Belmore. It's our first semi-final in who knows how long.
Yep.
We want to just have every advantage we can get.
Okay, all right.
Plays at Belmore.
Interesting. As I said, I'm not taking credit for that. Dan Ganane was the one who said that on Get 'em On Side today. Raiders and the Panthers. Raiders and the Panthers. Geo Stadium, of course, there is no Nathan Cleary. Schneider's the man who comes in at 5'8". KO Weeks, they've shuffled around in the halves there. Ethan Strange has been dropped out with a calf injury. Or has he? Raiders haven't beaten the Panthers at Geo since 2016. Thoughts?
Yeah, no, this is okay. So Schneider's in. This will be, I can imagine Ivan saying, look, we don't have Nathan for the next 3 weeks, 2 weeks, 4 weeks, who knows?
Yep.
So we need to start playing and thinking about not having Nathan here.
At all.
At all.
Are you red pen if he doesn't come back?
I am. I don't think they can win without Nathan. Yeah, I really don't.
I think Jerome's come on.
Yeah, I know, but I just think
the system is that good, Brian.
I know the system's very good, but when you look at Penrith, you've got the Cleary one side, you've got Luai the other side. I just don't think they can do it without. You need your best players at this time of the year.
Yeah, you're probably right. Raiders have conceded almost 90 points in their past 2 games. Storm take on the Dolphins. Tyron Wishart's named on the wing. Please get him the high cap French boots. We need him to do that on the wing. Sua Falongo added to the bench. Not getting a lot of game time at the moment, Sua. Mark Nichols is back and Lachlan Hubner is out of the match. But the Storm at home are fortress. They haven't yet been there, the Dolphins. They have won 17 of the past 19 at home, the Melbourne Storm. And Big Nelson Asofa Solomona, big player, big career. 200th NRL appearance, Brian. And Jesse Bromwich will also join the top 10 for the most premiership appearances. He's now at number 337.
Melbourne, too patient, too clinical. They will win this quite comfortably.
Dolphins' first 7 games, they're conceding 19 points a game. Their next 7, 25 points a game. Their next 7, almost 30 a game. So they've lost their way defensively, the Dolphins.
If they're a company, if they're an S&P company, you'd be backing them, wouldn't you? Their revenue is just increasing.
That's right.
I'd be backing them.
Rabbitohs take on the Knights. There's a couple of Fletchers marking each other. Fletcher Myers marks Fletcher Sharp. You've got the Gagai boys taking each other. Remember the Tungor boys took on each other. They both scored a try. Dane Gagai last week, he was bloody awesome against the Sharks, wasn't he?
Very, very good. Don't forget the Chooks missed out on him. The Chooks went pretty heavy for Dane Gagai.
Yeah.
At the start of the year.
I thought he was done. I mean, he's flying. Looks fit. Line breaks. He was just tackled. He had a cracking game against the Sharkies. Adam O'Brien, the Bunnies have won 12 of their past 15 against the Knights. He's got to find a way to pinch this.
Ooh, no Cody.
Yeah.
No Cody Walker. That is a huge out.
The injury toll has finally caught up. I mean, well, not finally caught up with them. I think this is just a bridge too far. Richie Kenner got off. So how often do you see people go to the judiciary and get off? Did you see that?
No, I didn't.
I kind of felt like it was like people are calling it a death sentence going to the judiciary. You just never win, right? I kind of feel like they've looked at the numbers. Let's give Richie a win. Yeah, let's give him a win.
What did Richie do?
It was a high shot, wasn't it? I think it was a high shot. Look, that's got the tinfoil hat on me saying that, but it's a game that has little consequence. So he's going to be playing Richie Kenner, who got it downgraded to a fine. You've got the Titans taking on the Roosters. Now, if you take out the Melbourne Storm game, pretty much every week other than that, in recent times, they're clocking towards 40. They are just in a point-scoring frenzy at the moment. Both for Moore and Mo Fotuaika, massive ins for the Gold Coast Titans. Cleese Haas and Aaron Clark go to the bench. There was news being reported earlier around Aaron Clark where, and I think I got a feeling Brent Reid, that was Michael Carianis through the Daily Telegraph. Des Hasler has made his first roster shake-up at the Titans and he's releasing forward Aaron Clark to the Warriors.
Could it be a swapsies with Jazz? Could it be like for like?
Well, the rumour early on was that Jazz is going to go to Manly, so maybe. We'll see how that plays out there as well. So that's the Roosters and the Titans. I know they've got some big ins, Fletch, but are you time for the Tricolours to really press go?
They've been pressing go. They'll beat up on this Titans team. They'll beat up on them.
Yeah?
They've just got to focus on their defence.
Okay.
They were really good last week, albeit against a team not throwing too much at them, but it's that's the knock on them, as we all know, defensively against those big sides. I don't know what happens to their attack. Is it the opposition works them out, or do the Chooks sort of, the unorthodox play they have with Sam Walker? Do they say, because we're playing a Melbourne, let's put that in the back pocket? Maybe they've just got to release that.
Let loose.
Let loose. It's been working against everyone else. Do they? Because it's pretty obvious it doesn't work. Well, I shouldn't say it doesn't work. They have issues against those top two sides particularly.
No comparisons to Alan Langer, okay? But is he the most similar player we've seen since Alfie?
1,000,000%.
Yeah. So let him go. Just let him go. Let him go. Jared's back. 4-game suspension. He's back. Nat Butcher replaces Connor Watson. So Nat Butcher's back. How do you see...
I see Roosters 13+.
Roosters, yep, and a sneaky good season. James Tedesco's going to be right up there for the Dally M's too, we think. 9 tries in 7 versus the Titans. He's been tremendous. Winger watch, Khan Pereira, 20 tries, taking on Dom Young, 18 tries. So he hasn't scored in the last 2. He's running in a bit of quicksand at the moment, Khan Pereira, and here comes Dommy Young.
Opposite sides? Yes.
Same sides.
Same side, yeah.
Same sides.
Correct. Same side. Yeah, Brooksy's frothing about this.
This is big.
Dom Young gets 2.